You know, it's been a long time, but I'm very satisfied the way it's handled. I think we're good. I have no problem working with the government, absolutely. And let's just do it. That's the whole idea. I don't see, looking back doesn't solve a problem. We start solving it tomorrow. So.
This man is smiling tonight because his ship has finally come in, so to speak. Michael Feinstein has been back and forth and even to court to protect his stake bank investment, which will operate without exclusivity, but is effectively the only game in town, at least in the Belize district.
I think the bottom line is that we wanted a facility that the ships could dock without having to do the tendering, and I believe this initiative achieves that objective, and that was primarily where we wanted to go. The Feinstein Group and Mr. Feinstein has assured us that they're able to work with the existing players, and that was of concern for us, what is going to happen with the FSTV folks, but that is now clear. So we are happy that we are able to make this development. We believe that cruise tourism, of course, will continue to play a major role in Belize's development. We believe that this sends the right signal to the players, and we look forward to greater times.
The definitive agreement signed between Feinstein and the government, according to Attorney General Michael Ashcroft and Minister of State for Trade and Investment Tracy Tagar-Panton, follows on from legislation passed 3 years ago to set up the project.
And what it does is it outlines the agreement between the government and the developer. And within that agreement, for example, you would find that there is the act as amended, because remember when the original act was passed, it was passed giving State Bank exclusivity. And so I think this definitive agreement has asked State Bank to agree that in the future the act will be amended to take out that exclusivity. So what this is a governing document that will set out the basic parameters within which State Bank will be operating.
It is consistent with similar type developments. For example, what has happened with Belize Island Holdings in down south. It takes into consideration revenue sharing obligations between the government and the developer, and what is expected in the medium to long term in terms of how the project moves forward. As the AG alluded to, there are some amendments that are in progress for the amendments that both the developer and the government has agreed to as it relates to the actual State Bank Act. But this will allow the project to move forward, clearly outlining the obligation of both parties.
Construction is expected to begin after the hurricane season ends in early December, and Feinstein reiterated that, like his previous concern, the Belize 4th Street Tourism Village, Belizeans will be 95% involved.
When we built the existing village, FSTV, we had 95% local business people in there. It is now a 180-degree turnaround to 95% foreign. State Bank should be back to 95% Belizean.
That is a guarantee on your behalf?
Well, I have never seen a problem with giving Belizeans the opportunity. It worked with FSTV, but then it was called BTV, the Belize Tourism Village, and I don't see why it wouldn't continue working.
Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.